How the heck are you, friends? My name is Fastidious. Welcome to my channel and welcome today. Already in the free-to-play series. Would you look at that? We're in Tide. We've got our second Tide video for you guys today. I know Tide might not be the most engaging and invigorating piece of content playable in the game, but I do know a lot of us are stuck right around here, right around in this sweet spot of this 103, 101, 102, really 102, 103, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106. It's when it really starts getting hard. All of a sudden it starts jumping up by the couple 100,000 every wave. And I know it's only going to get a lot harder. I've had little previews thanks to Lucifer of what's to come when you get to the really scary stuff and try to get your next legendary soulstone for Volca down here at 125. However, we're talking about 105 today. I think this is a place a lot of us, like I said, are stuck. So I haven't tried it yet. As you can see, I've done one attempt so far today. That was to beat 104, which we did pretty comfortably. I will say we weren't straight up in the green. It still said medium, but we did beat it, and we were over the BP cap. So we checked that box in the so-called BP check. And last night I was able to beat 103, which made me think, you know what, maybe we can beat 105 tomorrow. And here the heck we are. So before I go into it, I want to give the one big tip that was provided to me by actually a couple people that maybe can help you. To some of you guys, this might seem obvious. To me, it should have, but because Tide had been such mindless content, I had not really considered it. So what is that tip? Well, if we go to our talents, once you're down here, you probably have unlocked a lot of talents, right? We're getting right towards the bottom, and you can see we've got a couple here in the bottom, not the healers yet, a little bit here. Then if we look here, is this the one? Yes. So Will of Unity, Mana Enhancement, and then finally Bloodlust. So for me, again, Tide, a mindless piece of content, at least thus far, until I reached this 103, 104, 105 area. I was like, whatever, who cares? Just I got the points, let's do it. You know, maybe I will avoid the healer ones for now, like some people suggested. Let's just try to get our BP up. I'll wait a couple days, blah, blah. However, if we actually look at the way these things work, it's all about having 3 of that class of hero. So here you need 3 marksmen, here you need 3 defenders, here you need 3 mages. Would you believe it? I didn't have 3 mages and I didn't have 3 defenders. So I really was just completely hamstringing myself. So while some of you might find this super obvious, and feel free to roast me in the comments, I was just putting so little thought into Tide, I didn't really read so many of the descriptions as much as I did. Oh, this helps marksmen, click. Oh, this helps defenders, click, you know? So you won't get this effect, and these effects get really good. So you see, I have my Bloodlust up to level 2. So I've upgraded it twice. So now you can see when there are more than 3 marksmen on the field, but it really means 3 or more is how it works. Increases all units damage by 45%, and then at level 3 it'll be 60. I don't think I can preview the levels here, but you know it's going to get higher and higher. So you really want this in full effect. It's really going to help you. If you just run 2 marksmen, you will not get this benefit, and your BP will reflect it. And because at the end of the day, Tide is essentially just a BP check. There's kind of small things you can do, but it really is at its core a BP check. You need to make sure you have at least 3 so you get that benefit. If we look here, it's the same thing. They're saying over 3 defenders, but from my testing, let me know if I'm wrong. But to me, because it did change, I think this is saying 3 or more. So that's a little bit of wording they might need to change, because I'm quite confident in that. You see here we're on level 3 now, and now we get damage mitigation, which is super powerful. So my guess is level 4 is 35, and then level 5 might jump up to 45 or 50 even percent damage mitigation. I really wish we could preview it, but this is really strong, right? So I already got to level 3, but I didn't have 3 defenders, so I was getting 0% effect as opposed to minus 30% damage, right? So that's way better for helping out all our units. And it's all heroes damage taken, not just the defenders. So you're going to buff your whole squad, get beat little bits of PP, battle power everywhere. It's going to help us in a big way. So I now added Regulus into the team. I took out one of our fighters, I don't remember which one, but that made a big difference, right? That because he was our 3rd defender. And the same token, I had trouble with mages. I had done a couple runs with Mari, but then I was like, maybe I don't get enough BP out of Mari, so I took her out. And I think I probably put in another fighter or something, because that's my best class. But no, when I took out Mari, my BP went down in a big way, and that's because I already had Amani and Nocturne, so my 2 DPS mages. But then without Mari, I dropped down to 2 mages, and I lost this full effect. Again, I think there's a wording issue here. But now you can see increases all AoE damage by 30%, and it's all units, not just all mages. So like the extra AoE damage from Brienne will be affected, all the AoE from Nyx, and I know I'm naming random heroes, these are just the heroes I have, but if you have a Maul, right, his AoE damage will be boosted. So it's going to help a lot of people. So it's not just going to boost the BP and stuff with like damage mitigation, but it will also reflect it in the actual result of the battle. So that's the full breakdown of the tip. I hope it helped you guys. So let me just quickly go class by class and show you the heroes we're using. I'm going to be very quick about this because I don't think it's that interesting. So for fighters, I'm bringing 4 fighters. So of these top 5 guys you see, I'm not bringing Volca because she's only 5-star, but I'm bringing the 4 6-star units. So Arrogance, we did a bit of a re-gear last night. He's nearly at 70k BP, which is pretty cool. I will also say, guys, if you're like me, you probably move all your gear and artifacts around a lot. So be sure to do a re-gear when you're trying to make a tie push, but also double check the artifacts. So Arrogance, I don't have to worry about. He's got his, like, for me, I think best in slot with the Void Gazer, and I got him Chrono 1. So that I don't have to worry about. With someone like Wrath or Deimos, I might be moving their artifacts around. So I've already gone ahead and checked and made sure they're wearing the nice artifacts that I want on them. But yeah, so very quickly, there's that. We got some nice BP on Abomination. It could definitely be higher. Deimos solid, Wrath solid, nothing crazy, but my account's not that crazy. For defenders, like I said, we just added Regulus into the mix. Let me actually sort by BP, so instead of sorting by rarity. So you can see, not so much BP out of the defenders themselves, but the 3 defenders are giving us that great effect. So we got Olag here, just under 40, and then we got our Baron, and then here's our Regulus. Only at 5 stars, but coming up right behind them. He's definitely going to be one of my very next 6 stars. I think he's going to help a ton with the Void Rift and stuff, maybe even some of the harder campaign, but also just his BP is going to be high, so it's going to help with Tide. And keep in mind, the BP they get is not going to be 31,000, right? Because it's going to be affected by all those talents. So this 31,000 might be like 60,000, and this 37 might be like 75,000, kind of things like that. Next, we can go to the Marksman. Again, I'm bringing 3 of them. This wasn't an issue, I already was. Actually, at the beginning, I did bring 3, but then since I've 6-star Brienne, now I'm always bringing her, obviously. So just the 3 6-star units. See, Nexus pretty high, Lunaria, and then Brienne. I'm hoping once I get some more red gear on her, mythic gear, and we bring her up to a full level 60, because as you can see, right now she's only on level 54. That should help a lot. Then with mages, as I just discussed, we already had Nocturne, we already had Imani. Then you can see, here goes Mari. And I will say, our Imani, shockingly low BP, and I don't really understand why. I mean, I guess everything's plus 12 instead of plus 16. She's in probably the worst DPS gear of the bunch of DPS I'm bringing into this fight. But she has less BP than Mari, which is bizarre, because Mari is only 5 stars, and Imani isn't. But that also can show you guys the power of artifacts. I did give, you know what, maybe let's actually make a quick switch here. Let's put the worst one here. So you see it goes down to 1.2. We're going to put the better one onto Imani, since Imani's actually going to be critting. So there you go. Now it kind of evened out a bit more to how it should be. But yeah, Imani needs her gear leveled up for sure. Finally, if we go here, you'll see we're bringing 3 healers. This is just because I want to bring my 6-star units. You can see Lightlock. Actually, look at that. Look, I caught a mistake. Lightlock and, no, not mid-on, but Lightlock is missing some gear. So good. I'm glad I went through this with you guys. So I put we don't care about the artifacts. Make sure the artifacts are on, obviously. And then, yeah, this is my normal build for Vortex, normal build for mid-on right now. Here's Lightlock. Wow. Let's do it very, very quick. Let's just boost this attack as high as we possibly can. Making sure not to take off of the heroes we care the most about. Like, meaning the ones in the battle. Volca, you're not coming to the battle, so I don't mind. This one we can take, I don't care. Now we'll just go by attack bonus. Attack's his main stat. It's an attack-based healer, so that's what I'm going to pump. We'll just take this guy. I've had this piece on my account since like day 2. This used to be the best piece on my account. And whatever, we'll do a set bonus because you know they are capital H horny for set bonuses. There you go, guys. Now we got another 37. Now we got up to 37, I should say. And that is going to be the squad. So let's head into Tide. I have been warned that this specific 105 is like a big boss battle. So people have told me, even though, look, our BP looks pretty good, we're like, what? Like 150,000 higher or so. People have said, you know, you actually might have to pay attention to how you time out the ultimates from your 3, the Ajax looking one, the Valyria looking one, and not Valyria, I got Valyria on the mind with the event this weekend, the Alkira and the Olag one. I don't know if they're actually supposed to be them, but like those giant ghost version of those. So time out those ults, they said, to kill the boss. Be a little cognizant. They said just because you beat the BP check doesn't mean we'll beat it. So I'm not saying we're going to beat this, guys. However, I think what I've done is taken the best steps to get the highest BP possible and get us this nice light green. So unfortunately, you see, it is not on whatever they say in the clear. That's not what they say, but you know, the bright green one, but we have the light green yellow one. So yeah, guys, I deployed it the same way I did last time, so I'll just stick with it. You can see I kind of tried to mirror each side. So here I've got like my best marksman, so then here I put my best mage, so then second best, so on and so on. And you can see I did, someone suggested in the comments putting defenders in the front, so I put our 3 defenders and then Abomination, who's basically a tank for us there, and then our 3 good fighters in the back. So without further ado, I'm not certain we'll be able to beat this, but we're gonna try, folks. We're gonna try. So here they come. And you can see he's the big boss. Very scary, very scary. I think Olag makes the most sense at the beginning just because he's gonna come up first. I think we just want to kind of slow down this boss. Here comes these wolves, guys. So maybe I'll wait till they're kind of in the view. Okay. Looking good. Good sign is that we're starting to kill people. Because when I was really struggling before, sometimes we wouldn't even kill anyone, or it would take forever just to kill the first few mobs. Now I think I'm going to go Valkyria, because I don't know if she's going to hit everyone if they're all the way in the front. I don't really understand. Maybe it's just the animation, but I do not enjoy the way this looks. I'm really like, oh, I'm missing a lot of opportunities. Here now we'll do Ajax, because Ajax is going to hit everyone. Or at least Ajax's dragon. It looks like we got a real shot here, folks. The boss is hitting pretty hard, but we got him under halfway. Okay, now it's stalling out. Maybe all that damage on the boss was coming from our big boys. Nothing else we can do now. So that's what kind of bothers me about Tide. All we can do is sit here and watch. Okay, now he's starting to go down. Looks like we got some burning on him. So shout out to that dot damage. This looks like it might be close. I don't know if I wish you could see if any of your units had dropped. Looks like actually tons of my platformers dropped here, guys. So I'm assuming it's the same for the other side. We got Vortex up and nothing else. All the health is high, at least on my defenders, and dropping a little bit on, I think that's Wrath over there. I think maybe we got it just because the burning is going to just keep making him tick down. So as long as a couple of these fighters can keep the burning up, so as long as they don't all die, which looks like it won't happen, and as long as these defenders can hold strong, I think we should be good. I think we're going to make it. Gee, you can see, there wasn't so much nuance into what I did. I just kind of was like, okay, I'm gonna do this, then this, then this. I guess we timed this one a little bit. But you can see, I think we're gonna get it here, folks. So that's pretty exciting. And there we go. Down goes that giant guy. Kind of looks like Skull Crusher, if you guys know what I'm talking about. But he was on fire the whole time. So shout out to my great Nightmare faction. And what a haul! What an absolute haul! Do we take a little screenshot of that? I think we might gotta. That is a beautiful, beautiful sight. You'd love to see that. So we've cleared wave 105. Cool. But come on, that Volca Soulstone, Volca A1, we'll talk about it to wrap up this video. Huge for us, huge with the capital H. You love to see it. Now we're gonna get her amazing skill, which basically is just minus 25% on redeployment times for all your units, which is just super powerful. You can see here, guys, I guess we can just run this really quick. Should we just see? We are still over the BP check, it looks like. So maybe we can even clear 106. But yeah, so nice round numbers, guys. On day 40, we beat 105. So it took an extra 5 days than it could have, because we reached where we should have been able to do it on day 35, but that was a no-go. So you can see, guys, if you're just patient, it's not like I've done any crazy gear upgrades or anything. I don't even know if I made another 6-star champion. Maybe in that time frame I made Brienne, but I think maybe I'd already done her 5 days ago. But definitely haven't made any others since. Right, so here comes these guys. Now we can do Olag, the big boomer. Just make sure he hits everyone. Come on, dude. It looks like he might have missed a few people. That wasn't good. But yeah, just be patient, because all we really did is I would just collect every day my Tide talents and then do my darndest. Actually, a big tip also that people gave me is when you get to this part where it's so hard, if you want to just push as fast as possible, instead of claiming at the end of the day, once you've withstood whatever waves, just do it at the beginning, which kind of it explains itself, because if you can't clear them, you might as well just claim it. But once you claim it, you can still go in and attempt these wave fights. Oh, I forgot to do Ajax. Looks like we're going to clear this pretty easily though. But yeah, because you can claim it, and then you'll get all those extra Tide points, the little tokens. Then maybe you can get one more talent, maybe 2 more talents, probably just like 1 more upgrade somewhere. But that could be the difference in not clearing a wave and clearing a wave. So that's a good thing to keep note of. But I'd say the biggest thing is make sure you have the 3 defenders, the 3 mages, and the 3 marksmen, because that very much was a mistake I made. And like I said, if it was so obvious to you, feel free to light me up in the comments. But maybe if you're one of the 2 or 3 or hopefully 10 or 20 people I help with that tip, let me know as well. So there you go, guys. We actually cleared all 3 waves today. I'm quite happy about that. You can see now we're in a tough spot again. If we look over there, we're going to be 110,000 under. So probably we might have to wait a little bit again, but we're at that point now. This is the point where it's wait a couple days to do it. You wait a couple days to do it. You see, guys, today I didn't claim my loot because I was pretty confident we could do it, and we did. But you can see, oh, also, I figured this out because last time I was complaining, like, oh, it takes so long. If you click, then you can skip. I did not know that. And that epic dust should help us. I've been dying to max out Brienne's skills, and I actually have all the crystals, I just don't have the dust. So there you can see, decent haul, kind of the standard thing. And now we've got our Tide Talents we can upgrade. So I guess we can quickly just go in there. And yeah, here you go, guys. So now in the mage bonus, we're gonna get it all the way up to 45%. So that should help us. And let's see how that affected our BP. See, it brought it up a bit. So now we're within 100,000. It's more like 80,000. So you can see it immediately helps. And we wouldn't get that benefit if we didn't have the 3 mages deployed. So what a great illustration of what I've been talking about. Okay, I told you guys I'd wrap it up with Volca, so we might as well do that. Where are you hiding, honey? I sorted by BP, and she's like not wearing any gear. Where are you? There she is. Okay, so this is why you might want to push BP, Tide, and push your BP to succeed in Tide just to beat 105 like we just did. So if you can do it by like day 35, that's great. But if you can just do it by day 40, it's okay too. The sooner you get it, the sooner you get this. All allies revival time minus 25. So as we reach these harder pieces of content, right? Like normal campaign 9, Void Rift is getting really hard, things like this. And really, this is amazing for like year 2 or something where people might die and you might want to put them back out. All you have to do once you do this, you don't even need to deploy Volca. You just need to bring her. And now all of a sudden you're getting this crazy benefit. You know, deployments times go from 60 seconds to 45 seconds for basic heroes. And then other heroes with reduced deployment times, it just completely swoops down. So like someone like, what's his face? Decimus, I believe is at 18 seconds. So that's gonna go down to 13.5 seconds. Those 4.5 seconds make a big difference. So there you can see our Volca, she's got that beautiful, beautiful number next to her now, that Roman numeral 1, feeling pretty good. Okay, I want to wrap this up actually with one other thing, guys, if you don't mind. Let's throw on the display capture. Would you look at that? Here you can see, folks, we have updated officially the graphics on our site. You can see we got this beautiful new banner. We've got a great new avatar. We even have a special new avatar in Discord, and even an alternate profile picture here in the Fast and the Fastidious Discord. You can see it over here, and there you can see my YouTube profile picture over here. So all this lovely artwork is courtesy of the fantastic Shenron's Emote Lab. It might cost you a bit, but for me, it was super, super worth it. So I definitely suggest it if you're considering stuff like this. And yeah, I guess, guys, we're gonna wrap up the video right there. Oh, and also we have amazing new emotes. So if you get on our Discord, where's the so here you go, guys, dab. There you go. Good luck. What else we got? What else we got? Thumbs up. Having a little wow with the theme colors. There you go, guys. Pretty cool stuff. We also have tons of goat emojis that are available on YouTube. So if you're considering joining on YouTube or you just want to for free join on to be a member of our Discord, oh, here's Shenron, the artist himself, giving the goat emoji. So it's pretty cool stuff. As you can see, the channel's growing, and that's all thanks to you guys. I really appreciate it. Feel free to like, feel free to comment, feel free to share this with your mother, or just click share and click copy link. It does the same thing. There's a pro tip on a way to help me out or help any creator you want to support. That all being said, I've been Fastidious. I'll see you in the next one.
Fastidious.